Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to CECE Course 4 Administration and Management Preschool and Daycare Centers online classes organized by Department of Education. It's a structure. Previously, we learned many things. The block 1, block 2, and now block 3. We enter into block 3, that is maintenance of records. Maintenance of records and register for early childhood education center. So types of records and registers for early childhood center. What are the records? What are the registers? And different types. We learned different things in this unit. That is, we are going to learn maintenance of records and registers, contents of cumulative records for young children, techniques of collecting information and reports. All these things we are going to learn in this today's class. So record keeping in early childhood care education is an essential practice that benefits not only educators but also parents and most importantly the young children themselves. It supports individualized learning, fosters communication, ensures accountability, and help provide a holistic and enriching educational experience for child. This is the records are how the records are but it shows the efficient and effective management of the preschool program. We need different types of record and the maintenance of record also. There is a need of maintenance systematic records and registers. There should be simple in format to facilitate their maintenance. We maintained sufficient and effectively of records. It shows how we are running a daycare center with effectively. The we are collecting information and we are preserving information of the students in, in the form of records. The filing of records and register should not be congruent as to done. At the cost of actual implementation of the program, given some essential records and registers which each preschool center must keep and maintain regularly. Purpose of maintenance of record. What is the purpose? Why we need to maintain records and the registers and everything? So there is a purpose, but the importance of maintain records at ECCE centers cannot be overstated. Records are documents that contain information generated, that contain information what generated and documents that contain information what we are collected and or received during the teaching learning process and while doing various activities of the children, and these records should have enough content, context and structure to serve as evidence of these activities. How the children grow day by day by doing activities, by doing different things in the classroom. So the records are very much crucial to know the status of the children day by day. The records shows how you are effectively running the daycare center. And specifically, when it comes to school records at ECE centers, they encompass a comprehensive collection of documents related to all the services provided to children. This includes intake information, assessments, and confidential information about the children, how the children is developing in due course, how the children are attracting your learning and your activities, how the children developing they are showing interest towards this learning, otherwise any difficulties are there, otherwise is extraordinary things are doing these some confidential matters also we need to we can show in the records and registers. So the maintenance of records is crucial for several reasons. That is, that is when the caretaker collects most of the information from the parents, how the children, how the child is going to develop in the classroom, how the children's status, how the mental status and physical status, everything we collect from parents. The supplement it with her own observations of the children is family. Such information helps teacher to perceive the whole children is day-to-day behavior, then becomes more meaningful to her, and he or she is able to estimate whether child's rate of development is satisfactory or not based on parents' feedback or based on parents' information. The teacher can monitor or teach or gives activities according to the information given by the parents. How the children should be, what is the condition of the children and what status of children, what mental status, physical status, and other status of children. Based on the information given by the parents only, the teacher concentration on children. Otherwise, it maybe takes some time and we need to observe in the classroom and then we need assess and according to our assessment then we are giving the lectures and activities and learning activities to the children. So on the basis of teachers estimate, teacher plans to provide such experiences are necessary for children for his optimum development. So the parent given some information, according to that information a teacher acts based on the information what is given by the parents. For instance, if the teacher finds a particular child still prefer to a indulgenceally or solitary play and has not yet made friends, teacher gives such experiences wherein he is encouraged to participate in more and more group activities. Some children having some fear and some children lack of getting groups. They are not showing interest to work in groups. So the teacher facilitate the to student to work to in the to participate in the group activities. A regular recording of children develops helps or assess the child rate of development better. As the teacher writes regular observation of the students on with the form of notes, the teacher makes a note of the progress as she made. At times, it may happen that the teacher finds that instead of showing progress, the child actually regress in certain aspects. Then the teacher will have to find out reasons for it, take steps to overcome the setback. Some students are in the while observing, the students are doing activities slowly and not up to the mark and not on par with other students. Based on this, the student will find and student should teacher should plan according to his backwardness and his lack of more motivation. Then all these teacher should plan accordingly, and that the teacher will have to find out the reason and take its steps to overcome the setback. In assessing the child rate of development, the teacher views the child's growth and development in terms of their relationship with his own capacity and previous growth. how the students is growing day by day by doing different activities and different plays, different things, and how what is growth level, and is what is previous growth by from the information given by the parents, teacher. No, with the school group of which he is a member, and with the children in general of his own age group. All these three things. One is with his own capacity and previous growth, with the school group, with the children in general, his own age group. That is, these are maintenance records is crucial for these reasons. Effective ways of maintaining registers and records. What are the effective ways? So there are effective communication between instructors and parents is crucial for a child education. With evidence, these registers and records are the evidences of the child development. If you are maintaining accurate and effective records that shows the children how the children are developing day by day, the parents will be know through your records and your registers. It can facilitate the communication of the children to the parents. Here, there are some key points related to parental involvement, effective record keeping methods, and overcoming challenges in this progress. That is, one is understanding each child. Why? First, importance of parental involvement. In the importance of parent involvement, understanding child. Understanding importance of parent involvement. First of all, understanding the child. They helps create a profile for each child. First, you need to understand the child. The parent's involvement is first importance of parent involvement. First, understand each child. They help create a profile for each child to understand the individual friends and to give individual guidance. The teacher has to know each child's family background, home environment, and development history, health records of the child, and his needs and abilities and problems. If she has any problems, then teacher should know by the parents' information. The teacher collects most of this information from the parents. A teacher supplements it with her own observations of the child and his family. Such information helps the teacher to perceive the whole child, his day-to-day behavior that becomes more meaningful to her, and she thus able to estimate whether the child rate of development satisfactory or not on the basis of her estimate. She plan to provide such experiences are necessary for the child or his own optimal development. Sorry. What are the records of ECE center serve several important purposes that includes first understanding each child. So next thing is tracking progress day by day. We need to track the progress of the children, how the children performing in the each activities, how the child is doing activity with how he effective is showing interest on the activity to learn the specific thing. The records are used to monitor a child development in various areas for plan for their future progress also. A regular recording of child development helps to her to assess the rate of child development better as the teacher writes regular observation notes on a particular child. He makes a note of the progress she made. Next, tracking milestones. To understand children growth, we need to observe a record their physical, cognitive, language, and social and emotional development of the children. So this helps us identify the delays of learning and the delays of learning challenges early and allows targeted intervention. If the children is lack in learning, then we need to take a remedial class, and otherwise we need to change the teacher's approach towards its learning. What are the problems? So the tracking milestone help in knowing the children's level of understanding. Next, customize the learning. Every child differently at their own pace. By maintaining records and registers, can adopt their learning teaching methods and resources to match each student's learning preference. This personalized approach boosts academic performance and encourages a passion of learning. And identifying learning gaps. What are the gaps of the students? How the learning, how the students are lag behind, otherwise behind the learning. In what way, in what situation the students need not uh, going doing up to the mark. So this detailed records help teachers identify where a child may require more practice or support in specific skills. If a child is good at cognitive development, not in the physical development. Children good at in different levels, not in the emotional development. The different types of development. The records shows the how the developments occurs in what type of development is lack and what development is growing very fast and what is the status in the all round development. So all these things then the identify the gaps. Armed with in his information, educator can offer extra help and material, ensuring that no child is left behind their academic journey. Next, highlighting differences. They show the gap between expected and actual learning. The center having so they expect what are in the age group according to the age group there are certain expected learning outcomes. After learning, teaching learning is over, then there is a lack of and there is an our expect we are not reaching our expectation and the actual outcomes and expected outcomes there is a gap between these two. So that we need to find out the differences where the children is unable to learn, unable to do the activity, unable to understand the concepts, and then we need to refine our approach and then follow. So this type of highlighting differences, the teacher will have to find the reasons for it, take and steps to overcome setback. And communication. In the records facilitate communication with families, caregivers, and other ECC professionals. It shows the how the children no need to explain all these things. Then this record only shows the students' performance and evaluation. All these aspects showing evaluation only. How the children develops in all-round development, how the children performing in classroom. The record only shows the evaluation of the students. They assist in evaluating the quality of services and planning improvements. In assessing the children rate of development, the children views the children growth and development in terms of the relationship with their own capacity and previous growth. Just now we discussed with the school group and with the same age group. Next, ensuring continuity. If the records helps ensure a smooth transition to the next class formal school. So continuity means if the children in the certain age group performed well, it will continue with the next level. Then it will help the children continuous growth and development. Accountability. They demonstrate accountability and justify the work being done. What work has been done, what are the learning outcomes, what the students achieve. This, this should be accountability. Next, financial management. They also records shows the financial management, how the financial management is going on, financial, how the there is a what are the needs of the more financial needs and how they are lacking the uh, facilities and these all these things in financial management because prevent a fraud and over spreading by tracking financial transaction with effective transactions, effective financial management. It, it develops the center and building relationship. They foster good relationship between school and parents, often the visitors, logs, and parent-teacher association records. All these things should be maintained in the EC centers. Then effective ways of maintaining registers and records. There are effective. What are the effective communication? The effective communication between instructors and parents and crucial for a child education and development also. And record keeping plays a significant role in facilitating this communication. Here, there are three key points related to parental involvement, effective record keeping methods, and overcoming challenges in this process. One is importance of parents' involvement. What is the importance of parents? Why the parents' involvement is important in daycare centers or EC centers? Parents' active engagement in child's level education fosters supportive learning environment. If the children behaving something or learning something or developing something, it shows were explaining students, parents by through records, through direct, so and how what are the measures will be taken by the teachers, family members or parents at home. It should strengthen the students' development and it helps the teachers to move further and move forward to the next level. And it helps parents understanding their children's progress, strengths, and areas needs to improve. What are the nearest? What are how the children performing in these? What are the aspects he is lacking behind? And what are the activities that children may not be performing? So the parents knowing by knowing this this type of things through records or teachers' explanation, the may the parents may take another move forward. Parents can provide valuable insight into their child growth and behavior outside of the environment. Next, notes on observation and anecdotes. Regular observations and anecdotal notes capture important movements, achievements of areas and development. Teacher can gain valuable insight into each child unique record, unique needs and abilities through this method. So notes observation by notes on observation and anecdotes. These records maintained by the teacher that give valuable insight into each child and unique needs and abilities through this method. And digital platform and apps by using nowadays there are number of digital platforms are you we are utilizing by all are using WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter and all things. By using these things, you can digital platforms and apps have modern record keeping. Special Specialized software allows teachers to input observation, benchmarks, and progress. They should inform. They can inform through this channel to the parents. These platforms often offer data analysis tools and a ability to share records with the parents. It is easily shareable records, no need to come every day and to know the children's progress. By digital platform only, we can send easily day by day reports. Next, overcoming challenges in record keeping. That, that is first one, a balance, observation and interaction. Finding right balance between observing children and activity engagement. So how the children is performing in the activity by observing, and if any difficult found, then we, teacher need to uh, help the children to overcome the activity to complete the activity. And this ensures that records accurately reflect each children ability and interests. How the activity is strengthening the ability and interest of the children. The record shows your things accurately. It reflects on child abilities and interests. ensuring privacy and security. Data protection laws must be strictly followed to protect, prioritize the privacy and security of students, their families. Only necessary information should be shared with parents and it should be done securely. And integrating technology. Just now we discussed what um, mm, in the digital platforms. That is integrating technology. So while learning, while teaching learning, we need to incorporate the technology into the classroom by showing the videos, pictures, and slides. It may be helpful to children to learn effectively. While technology can simply record keeping, and in the also while keeping the records with the digital forms, that is files, folders in the system, it helpful and it can easily access to children, parents, and easily accessible to the staff also, teachers also. Providing proper training and support the help of the teacher effectively incorporate technology into the teaching methods. Effective record keeping methods and responsible handling of data can strengthen the partnership between parents and teachers and community. It leads to improve the outcome of the children. Always it should help. The record keeping is helpful to the teachers and parents, and it leads to develop the children. The role of the teacher, educators in early childhood education record. Teachers have crucial role in early childhood education, and this involves several aspects. What is creating positive learning environment? If teacher is effective, he can act act positively and effectively in the classroom. It is a development of it. It leads to development of children in many aspects. If teacher plays major role in development of students, in students development, all round development of the students. First, create a positive learning environment. Teachers should have a positive learning environment, should prepare a positive learning environment. Without positive learning environment, any center cannot be success. If a positive learning environment is there, then the teaching learning process may positively improve, and every students will participate actively in the every activity. So teachers to create a positive learning environment. Teachers set the stage of effective record keeping and holistic development by the creating safe and inspiring learning environment. This environment encourages children to explore, take risks, and learn from their mistakes, analyzing and using data. If maintained records and analyze, teachers should analyze each student's record by day activity and day by day development of the children in the growth, in terms of activities, in terms of growth, in terms of developments, in terms of active learning in the classroom, and in terms of games, in terms of interest, in terms of all. Teacher should analyze based on the data taken by observing the students and in activity uh, participation of the student. Teacher set the stage of collaboration. We generate the wealth and of the data can guide the teaching decisions. The teacher need to analyze the data, identify the pattern, trends, areas where students can improve their learning. According to this data only, teachers should move towards the teaching approach of this in the classroom and collaborating with parents and caregivers. Collaboration between teachers and parents is essential for children academic success. Without children and parents cooperation, it cannot be successful development of the children. Effective record keeping allows teachers to involve parents in setting goals and tracking progress and making decisions about the children development in the classroom and outside the classroom. Teachers should know the children progress. So leads a this needs a collaboration between the teachers and parents. Teachers should know the activity, children's interest and children learning abilities in the classroom and outside the classroom also. In the at home also, what the child is doing and how the children is responding to the different works assigned by parents and how the children learning by playing and singing and all this should know by the teacher with collaboration with parents only. Record keeping and complaints. Education institutes often have legal obligations to maintain records. Compliance with license requirements and other legal duties depends on keeping accurate and update records and facilitating assessment and adults, facilitating assessments and audits. There is need of a audit mandatory just for clear accounts, clear financial maintenance. They need to audit report through the record keeping simplifies the progress of provide evidence through education success. How to use record keeping for holistic development of children. How to use the holistic record keeping for holistic development. First, cognitive development. Cognitive development. Record keeping helps track children cognitive development, including language skills, cognitive processing, and problem solving abilities. This information helps teachers to create the problems in effective learning experiences. Social and emotional growth. Observing and documenting social interaction and emotional responses contribute to fostering a child's social and emotional development. Teacher can use this information to address emotional needs of and promote positive peer connection and physical milestones. Tracking physical development milestones such as fine and gross motor skills and motor development, how the motor development occurs, and how the student doing work with physically. These things ensure that the classroom environment and suitable for physical growth. Next, how to enhance parent-teacher communication through records, sharing progress and achievement. Just now we discussed by sharing different records and reports of the particular children to the parents. It facilitates children and parents and in learning development of the children. Teachers share records with parents to keep them informed about a children's academic development and strength and areas of improvement. Involving parents in goal setting. Any center, in any EC center, any center, there, there are certain goals. While framing curriculum, there is a goal setting. How to plan in the previous class we learned about how to plan or what are the goals according to the goals, how to plan and how to perform the tasks and how to prepare. So there are certain goals. According to the goals only we plan and for presents our set the our educational settings and our curriculum and our classroom transaction and our activities all with only goal setting on. Without goal, there is no that is not a meaningful, no meaningful learning progress or institution. Teachers collaborate with parents to set educational goals based on their child records, creating united and supportive learning environment. In record keeping in early childhood education is a powerful tool for holistic development of the children. It involves more than mere documentation. It helps create a positive learning environment, promotes collaboration with parents, and supports data driven decision making. Embracing improvements in record keeping procedures enhances our ability to provide opportunities for every child's success. Definition of registers and records. What is a register? The register tells about details regarding the number of static things of school like attendance register, admission register, stock register, and others. And records. This tells about the children's cumulative records basing on the importance of child development in different domains and also for assessing the preschool program quality in terms of child outcomes and achievement. The records and registers are classified as below. For effective management of VC's program, there is a great need for maintaining adequate and up-to records and registers. These would help promotion as well as evaluation of the various aspects of child development. There are two factors may kept in view while preparing records and reports. On the format of records, the record should be simple. True data should be collected from reliable sources and texts. First one is the format of records and reports should be simple. Second one is the data should be collected from reliable sources, from family members, from peer group, from neighbors, from the teachers, all these things. They are different by using different tools and techniques. What are the types of records we need to maintain? Admission record, personal data sheet of the child, detailed background information of the child record, record of progress of children, and various development of the social development aspect in it that this record should cover social development, emotional development, and other developments, and children's work record, teachers observation record, and teachers daily pro register, attendance register, and staff register, and children's register, and stock register, and staff members register. All these things should be maintained. Contents of cumulative records and registers. What are the content should be have? How the content will be organized in the cumulative records and registers. First, are cumulative records for young children. The cumulative records children should contain the following information. What is information? Parental information. First, the name of the child. First, the personal information of the children. That is name of the child, sex, date, date of birth, place of birth, is mother tongue, parents, education level, parents' occupation, all these things. Next, home background of the children. Detail information about the parents or guardians, the child, their age, education qualification, occupation, income of the parents, information of siblings, how many brothers and sisters having, and type of family, either it is a nuclear family or it is a joint family, and information about relatives staying at home, facilities at home, that they should be recorded. All these things are recorded in the home background children. First, in the personal information is name, sex, and date of birth, place of birth is mother tongue, and order of birth, the elder or younger, number one, number two or three, all these things, and home background, the parent details, parent education qualification, parent occupation, and parent income status, and number of siblings, and information of relatives staying here, information of neighbors, all these things should be kept in the home background of children. And developmental history, how the children develop, birth history of children, age viewing from breast and bottle, age of sitting, standing, walking, etc. Record of illness and accident, any health problems, any health issues, anything happening in the uh, during its development, and age at which bowel and bladder control are established or recorded in the developmental history, and habits and incidents. In, in the record, the habits of the students and interest of the child should be recorded. And what are the food habits, what are the sleeping habits, what are the social habits, what are the interests, and any other habits are to be noted. And health record, result of medical checkup and recommendations, height, weight, body measurement of children, and all these should be kept record in the form by noting in the records. Attendance record, the number of days child attends to school in a month, how many days coming regularly, how the children is coming to classes, all this attendance register should be recorded. Teacher estimation, the teacher estimation record, the teacher estimate development the children is participation in school program and his interest abilities in interest factor. If he has any difficulty, then record our opinion about the total development of children and inform to the parents in due course. Then techniques of collection of information. What are the techniques? Most probably we use observation. Teacher maybe most of the teachers use observation as a tool for record the students' performance. So observation found is one of the most easy and common method for collecting the information regarding the children. There are two ways for collecting information from all develop dimensions for a authentic and development assessment of young children. One is child works, because child in the classroom, child doing performs many activities and many things, many games, and he can paint, he can dance, and by doing activities, children performs in some different aspects. So all these students prepare a project work, and all these project works, these are the records for record document evidence. These are the document evidence for observation of individual children or groups of children's participants. If how the children performing in groups and how the children performing individual, how the children performing with other peer group. This acts, this aspect, or this is the one way of assessment of children. And another one is non-participant observation. Observation, there is different type. One is participant observation, and second is non-participant observation. The, the participant observation, the participant observation method involves observing children simultaneously while working with them. While playing, teacher also play with the children and then observe how the children are playing. While doing activity, teacher also involved while doing activity. By doing activity, teacher observe the children and record his activity and his learning capacity and development. Yeah. And non-participant observation, collecting information as a passive onlooker. However, more effective observation, the worker may draw tentative schedule for observation and make use of observation record forms, especially preparatory for this purpose. If teacher is giving some activity to the children, the teacher having set of he said set framing questions, and according to based on that activity and this set of a schedule may be prepared according to the schedule. The students are uh, playing with activity or performing the activity should the teacher will note down and is recorded how the students are working with activity. The observation sheets are prepared for different aspects of development: physical, motor, emotional, social, and language and intellectual developments, etc. How the students are performing physically, how the students acting as mentally, how the students language development, how the student emotionally, how the effective and how the emotionally balanced, how the socially, how the mingling with other peer group, and how the children playing with groups. All this will be recorded through non-participative observation and interview with children or parents. Sometimes the registration of the child name, daycare worker may meet the parent and collect the essential information about the child. Record forms may be prepared in advance and the parents may be asked to fill up, check up them. Concept mapping of individual groups, journals kept by students or teachers, performance assets tasks, open-ended questions or problems, drawing, photos, artwork, portfolios, narrative descriptions, audio recordings, video recordings of the children activities, work samples for any content area showing growth and progress over time, work sample with rubric for analysis, and photographs and video clips. Video and audio help teachers to assess child's progress and programs and boost the motivation and collect the information and collect the confidence of the children, how confidently is doing the activity and how the confidently the children completing the activity. The teacher is going to note down and by through photographs or videographs. Teachers can accordingly design and modify suitable classroom by viewing and listening to the recordings subject to privacy consideration. There are collected from each individual child and include drawings, paints, cuttings, etc. Accompanying work samples, the child, we can plan, we can add comments from each child and write a description of each child by recording all these things. Reports. Reports are generally written on the basis of estimation arrived by the worker. A well-written report should help the parents to understand the children better and to guide them into desired channels. The reports may be sent at the end of each term or each week or each month whenever the parents required, whenever the parents asked, it should be sent. The most important point is that the report, whether it is written in verbal, should help the parents in understanding the child better and stimulating him towards optimum growth. In a preschool, the caregiver who work with small children should keep a keen eye on the children to observe the various development of child and record it. What should teacher do? Teacher should keep a keen eyes on the children to observe the various development of the child and record it. How the social development, how the emotional development, how the physical development of children, how the emotional development and social emotional development and cultural development, and moral development and psychomotor development, all these aspects, how the children improving day by day. The teacher should note it down and report it and record it. Then assess the children's performance in daily activities and plan according to it. If the children lack by doing certain activities, then children, a teacher need to change the method or change the way the learning process or activity given to the students and the depth of activity and how the children, if the children performing good on that activity and other activities, how the other children doing the same age group children are doing in that activity, and these children not performing well, then compare the age group. Then children need to give simplify the activity and guide the children and motivate the children to complete the activity with effective management. This would help to form an idea of the total development of the children and its ability and to promote the child to the next class. According to their growth and development, proper education can also provided to the children based on their ability and interests. If the children is doing very good, then activities difficulty level may be given, more difficulty level may be given to the students. If the child is not performing up to the mark, based on the activity, how the based on his age, the difficulty level of the activity should be minimized by the teachers and motivate the children to complete that activity. Proper education can also be provided to the children based on their ability and interest. All the preschool teacher should know the importance of the records and reports in preschool and develop the skill in maintaining them. If the proper you maintain a teacher maintain a proper records and reports, it will help the center and will help to the parents and it will help the student development. It help teachers also change their method and change their approach to develop the students achievement and students development and students interest. So we need to maintain certain records and reports in the daycare center.